Hello everyone, this is Giselle, your friendly data scientist, and I'm here to try to explain in a simple and hopefully funny way what all this fuss about artificial intelligence is about. I want you to not only be able to get into this incredibly rapidly moving train that AI is propelling us into, I want you to be able to take the driver's seat. So take it from an incredibly passionate data lover like myself. This is going to be an exciting journey. So are you ready to understand and learn what you can do with AI and how can you take advantage of everything it can do for you? I hope you are. Let's do this. The first question you might be asking yourself is, why not? Delightful nerds like myself have existed for a long time. And to be honest, artificial intelligence has been around since the 1950s. So the question is, why is AI erupting into our lives right now? And why is every single CEO talking about it as if their lives depended on it? Even before we know why now, the other question is, what is artificial intelligence? Put in a simple way, it's just the ability of a machine, principally computers, to actually learn, adapt, plan ahead of time, and in general, may be able to predict what is possible using data. So we're talking about the ability of machines to learn new things without human intervention. Now, hold your horses. We're very far away from a Terminator scenario. Because in order for computers to do all these amazing things, what they need is humans to invest thousands of hours training them so they can actually learn through a process called supervised learning. So now, what do we need next? What supercharged the AI revolution so much so that every CEO cannot stop talking about it? So let's dig in and find out. But before you do that, please do not forget to share, like, and subscribe. Okay, here we go. Number one, cheap storage and accelerated processing power. So, do you remember, or maybe having told by like Gen X, like myself, about the time when, in order to store information in computers, you needed to use floppy disks? Indeed, you would need a room full of floppy disks, or maybe a couple of rooms to actually imitate the amount of storage you have currently in your phone. On top of storage becoming so much cheaper and so much more compact, processing power has accelerated in the latest years, and this has rendered computers much faster. This increased ability of computers to process information has allowed them to really process much more complex algorithms. Number two, free data. In the past, if you actually wanted to run any type of analytic project, you needed data, a lot of it. And in order to collect it, you had to go through a very painful process that involved doing field work, actually dealing with human beings, asking them questions, and organizing all that information in a very painful and expensive way. There was no way around it. You need to feed your computer enough data so that you could come up with a meaningful answer, or as nerds like me will call it, a statistically significant result. Well, it happens that actually data is very hard to get when you have to pay for it. And let's remember, machine learning algorithms and generative AI in particular are very data hungry processes. So even if now it was cheap to store and process data, the problem is you just did not have enough of it until the creation of user-generated content. I'm talking about your Facebook, your Reddit, your Twitter X, your TikTok, I mean, you name it. It is free data, it is abundant, and it's constantly being replenished. Number three, free code. Okay, one more time, we're going to go back in memory lane and we're going to remember, for all the data lovers like myself, how it felt to code in SAS, in views, and how much money you had to pay to be able to code in all of those programming languages. However, A few years ago, open source exploded, and that meant that people could have access to free coding tools such as R or Python. And that not only meant they could learn how to code for free, but they actually could share their code. They could innovate together. They could actually take the ability to create algorithms to new heights. Yes? So that was a massive advantage. This really pushed already existing algorithms into new depths. Number 4, transformer models and their ability to pay attention. Okay, so now we had storage, we had speed, we had enough data, and even great coding skills that could be shared. But we still needed one more spark to create the explosion that has been AI's ascent into the popularity charts. So, what happened next? Well, it was all the creativity and brilliance of a group of data scientists that changed the game with the creation of the attention mechanism that is embedded in transformer models. Before, when we thought about our computers creating language, we had these horrifying images of the autocorrect function in our phones that sometimes will text our family members very unusual messages. So how did we go from there to ChatGPT that can actually answer complex queries, create essays, and even sometimes give us some attitude? Well, it's all about an incredible improvement in the speed and accuracy of the large language models behind all these advances that allow them to actually link the meaning of words simultaneously instead of sequentially. This is quite a simplified explanation, but after all, that's the point of this channel. I want to be able to explain to everyone what all the hype about AI is about. I want you to feel interested in it, and I want you to feel maybe even a little bit passionate about it, just like I do. So if you're interested in AI and these type of questions like why did AI exploded right now, but most importantly, things that are really bothering people and are really making people concerned, like is AI going to take my job? Or maybe you want to know what is responsible AI. I also will talk about how does a well-executed AI project that actually brings value to a business looks like. So if you're interested in all of these topics, please do not forget to share, like, and subscribe. And be on the lookout for new videos where I will explain in a simple and fun way what is AI and what you can do with it. Well, thank you for listening, and I hope I see you again. Bye.